games all day. Oh, yeah. 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 We playing video game. Video game. Video game. Video game. Video game. Video game. Video. Video game. Video game. Video games all day. Video games. Yeah. Feel like there's something else going on here. These ain't got values. Reset these. That's our issue there. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ballin'. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank you for riding this with me. Today is sarcastic. CWSPOD 2202. The stream that was there to my main stream, and I changed that URL. CWSPOD 1. Do you do so much? Also, I've added when. Let me see if I can make a quick. The chat should talk to us now. Let's try this out. It may need sup, homies. Craziness. So today is more sarcastic practice. I like that, and so do all of you. Don't lie. What is up, man? Sarcastic Kings. Here. We are here, man. Find Oli. Straight up. Goalie. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so we are also streaming this live. Acapella. Twitch.tv/ CWSPOD. Yeah, homie in a hypo limousine, picking up some homeless females, cause they need love too. I ain't all up for they smelly snatches, but then some of them good head. But every time they leave my extended Hummerzine, it smells like 2202. to Riders Block.
Because I'm excellent. That's why. Can't believe we got it all going, man. And both of them should be synced up manually. No more issues for me, bro. You got a lot of issues yet you need to work out. I got no issues at the moment. Can you say the same thing? Probably not, because you at Vegas and you blew all your money already.
I want to be just like them.
S&D at the downtown exit for $5 so you can get a cheeseburger.
I watch nothing else.
But homie, not me. I'm just a straight up boss. 24 effing 7. And I'm just straight up incredible. No matter what. However Jesus wanted to make me, then I will allow how he wanted to make me. You know? You probably can't say the same thing. Probably depressed because you dislike the way the creator made you. You ain't got no relationship with your mommy and daddy because you came out sideways. Man, you ain't gotta hate me for your dysfunctions in life. You gotta repent all those negative emotions to the Lord. And he might be nice to you tomorrow. You don't have to wake up on the wrong side of the bed every day, do ya? I mean, no wonder you can't keep a job, a girl, or anything in life. You can barely please your landlord because you got flagged for S&D at your neighbor's house just so you can get money, and your landlord saw it. How would that make your mommy feel, man? Would they be ashamed? Probably. But you know, you ain't gotta worry about it here, homie, because we don't judge you like that. And honestly, I mean, if you want to let it hang out, I'd let you. Girl, you can come out here and shower and not put on any clothes if you want. Just let me know so I could go off stream and we could watch Driving Miss Daisy, watch a movie together. And you could fall asleep on my lap with your mouth open. I heard that's the best way to sleep, next to your best friend. Full satisfaction. And I love it when my girl is a heavy sleeper, not a snorer. I mean, that sucks. I don't snore, so I have someone to like. If you snore, that's it. You know, it ain't gonna work, girl. You know, if you're transitioning to a tranny, even females, like if you got implants on your breasts, all I'm gonna be looking at is a man wannabe, and I cannot chill with a male. No, you need to be all natural. I like big women as well, because they got big jugs. You know, not too big to where you sit in the Geo Metro car and it bounces. You got bad shocks on one side, so you're driving down the road like that. We can't have that either, you know. I like food, But, you know, if all you're gonna do is eat food every hour, it's gonna make my stomach turn. I can only look at food several times a day while my stomach turns.
I'm just saying, you know.
And you need to be in fit so you can motivate me to lift weights. Because if you ain't got no job and you eat, you snore, when you go to the bathroom, you're embarrassed because it stinks. How do you think our friends are gonna look at that as? You know, just because I'm balling in dollar signs doesn't mean you gotta blow my money. I mean, you gotta have your own stash. I'm gonna take you out today, you're gonna take me out tomorrow. If you got a problem with that, then don't apply to my job. I got a list just like you. I want you to obey my list faithfully without complaints, because I'm king. I deserve me a fine ass female who wear high heels, who's got naturals all the way. You know, someone who I ain't gotta fight with constantly just because that's who you are and you don't want to be changed. I mean, listen, female, you could be whatever you want to be in life. If you're gonna be around me, you cannot act. You gotta act like an 80-year-old granny. You gotta act all innocent. But when you're in my crib, no clothes allowed. And high heels and a push-up bra. You gotta shave it. You gotta make yourself look good. No hair under the arms or a mustache, or I might mistake you for a dude. And I'll just forcefully have to, like, call it off, call the wedding off. Because I guarantee you, one night with me, girl, and you'd be calling your mommy and daddy, saying you found the one. And you know, that's facts. If you're unable to accomplish facts in your life, if you do not have a online portfolio so I could see you acting crazy, then, you know, I don't think I'm the right dude for you. Because I want to see you act crazy before I really see you act crazy. And there's no need for you to be acting crazy ever, because you represent me. I'm a king. Who are you again? And what have you done to achieve queen status? How can you make females that I'm around jealous if you're over there eating a sack of potato chips? We ain't eat chips around here. We don't eat sushi. We don't eat fish. We don't eat caviar. We eat beef, tacos, salads. We drink Gatorade, and only booze if we decide to go to work, you know? That to me is a wise thing to do. My opinion says that I would do something like that because I see benefits there. Maybe not everyone wants to collect, you know, their greatest hits over the years to watch when they retire, to keep them company, to keep them laughing. But that's what that guy did. And I was like, I believe in you. I don't say we all, but I do that. That mindset of work, I don't have and last year, I really hope that we are able to work it out. You can work it out. You're above VIP status. I see it from 25 feet away. You got style that I could probably hang with. And you know, if you sit down, you take the whole couch, and you making me scoot over, because we gotta buy 2 plane tickets. And don't get me wrong, I like big knockers. But if all you do is complain and stink like sweat when we're going on vacation to Vegas and chilling by the pool, if you're not in the hot tub with me, then guess what? You ain't getting your P8 out tonight. 'Cause I really can't handle that smelling slime. I've come accustomed to slurping on chlorine. Chlorine hasn't killed anyone. Hasn't given anyone cancer. Chlorine cleans everything about you. You ain't have no under boob scum. You ain't got no underbelly roll scum. You ain't got no under kneecap scum ever. If you start to live like a VIP. Alright, so let us listen to the jam while I roll up a joint. You can see me in. Alright, so this music that's playing, when it skips, you'll see a title on my TV set. And if you go to my Twitter at CWSPOD and scroll down, and you'll find a tweet that says edit.track.mix.freestyle, and it has like gigabits by mega.nz. Click on that and you'll find the full quality version, most likely 4K. Run the service here for all of you. I've also added the acapella version, so if you don't want to listen to my music and only want to listen to me, then twitch.tv/CWSPOD2202, and there I am. I decided to use Twitch as my place where I download my videos, because it's pretty dope, man. Better than VK. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Another day with me here. So I thought I would take you on a full day, 5 days exact. So what we're going to try to do, because I've been relaxing a lot, and I have physical back injuries that keep me from really doing what I love. So I wanted to take you start to finish today. I did the same thing last night, but I didn't hit let's go. So I want to do this today. But what I was doing yesterday was like, what's it like in a day of a life of a producer like me? So I'll be taking you around my house, and from start to setup, I also have to adjust some of the changes I made yesterday because the delay is a bit too long. I noticed it on, I don't know, a video yesterday's. The picture is coming out real good. I'm nice and happy with that. Alright, so usually when I come in here, everything's turned off. Here's what I'm looking at, right? Before we begin the whole day, we push the power button, and then everything turns on. You'll see it here in a few. And then I have a light in the back. I can't drink today because I believe my doctor appointment's coming up soon and I have to do like a piss test. I don't want any vodka in my system. And then we flip a switch here and it turns on the lights. So once that's on, what we'll do is so this is coming up. Push a button here, which turns on the video system. And go back behind here, and there's another switch that I push to turn on my ATEM. So everything used to be right here. Well, it still is, but it changed. So this eventually is going to get moved over here, but since this is kind of where I kept all my parts and all my stuff, it's just still here at the moment. Usually the next thing I do is, here's my old studio room. It's now used as my equipment storage for wires, and we got all kind of cards and stuff. Here's my old work machine. We're gonna turn this on. Like that. And also, here is yesterday's work. Already copied over. We'll wait for the beep to press F1. I changed the CPU on it, and ever since then it wants me to press F1. There's one of my cats already inspecting the day. So we'll go ahead and turn that light off, and then we keep the door halfway open like that. So before I really do anything over here, this is what I've been working on. At the current moment, we're using Bluetooth to connect the TV to the audio, and then all the stuff gets plugged in to let me turn my camera around. All gets plugged into stuff like this, but eventually I started having too much, so I started going the rack route. I forgot the name of this, but this has 8 different ways you can terminate your ground. So everything has to be terminated so you don't my washer. All right, so here is what I think is causing yesterday's problem. As you can see, we are at 0 pretty much. And I think that's too much. So we just have to knock it down a bit. Just a hair. So I think like 5 milliseconds. That's 50 milliseconds, and this goes all the way up to 350 millisecond delay. And everything here, I mean, you introduce a sound, you introduce an active piece of something like that to your, and it's, all right, hold on, I gotta fix my washer. We're gonna make ourselves some food. Here's my cats waiting for me. And here is my all beloved server set up, consolidated. We got 26 drives of 6 or 8 something terabytes apiece. Here we got our quad NVMe storage, and this is really not to keep out there running. It's more like my edit machine, and my NOS runs from it. And then usually I have like some cables that run from here to out there. And you can see there's 2.5 amps, 1.4 amps, and out there is like 6 amps. And each amp is 120 watts. So we'll add up all of our amps here. You can see it jumping around. And I think that's because of the washer. The washer is hooked up to the same circuit this is. So you can see we're pulling 1.4 amps. Out there is about 6, so 7.5, so 10 amps. 10 times 120 is, so we're pulling 1.125 kilowatts, not gigawatts, kilowatts. This is a quad NVMe. I'm using an Asus now because you could get 4 of those, and when the prices go down on the 8 terabyte NVMe sticks, just when the prices go down, you know, it could be 5 years from now. My plan is to get 4 of those ASRock quad cards like this Asus, and underneath it has a little switch for 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can put 4 cards. I'm using the ASRock Roamed 2D or 2T keyboard or motherboard, so it has 8 different PCI slots. And there's all my fiber network coming in, the mobile backup, and just where the network closet just runs into. I'd like to move this whole rack in that room. That's a lot of work, and I'm not ready for it. So before we begin our second stream of the day, you can see we have our light systems. I added those lights. It's our hot tub. Let me grab one of my other. All right, so let's finish whatever we're talking about back here. So this thing's ready now. Almost. All right, so we turn that on. That's our battery bank. To power my Bluetooth transmitter to the Bluetooth receiver. And this thing probably should be hooked up to the battery as well. So eventually we will have that. And today I should hook up. Alright, so I should hook up some things today before we start. That'll be my mixer to the network. So I can just be relaxed back there. And the beautiful place of creativity. So here it is. It's a work in progress. When this gets all set up, then, we'll work on tidying up the place. The fact that there's just so many wires, it just makes it difficult to keep it spotless and tidy. And when everything's, up to par. Alright, so we're finally there. Now you see the TV. We got this camera here that plays through the green screen. You can see it there. So let's go upstairs. Open up the door for the cats. Make me some food. Log in the chat. It's gonna be another hot one today. Oh, yesterday I was hurting pretty bad. Surprising. Today I don't hurt that much. Alright. So what are we gonna have to eat? Here's my kitchen. Not too bad, eh? Let me set you guys over here for a second. While we figure this out. Then I'll give you a tour. My mansion here that all of you make it possible. So thank you. So for me to pop in this mindset chat helps a lot. So we're logging in here to the machine right below us. Here we are to my windows. So I decided to do 5 days of recording instead of every other day. I watched everything I want to watch on YouTube at the moment, so I need to wait for YouTube to catch up, to entertain me. There's always something to watch on YouTube, but when you're getting recommended, I'm a huge fan of the recommendations, and I'm always constantly, watching from the channels that I've already done. And new channels This is usually how every day starts for me. It's nice and quiet here. Yesterday I made a fairly sized lasagna. I ate the whole thing already. It was like 10 pounds of food. So I'm feeling bloated today, but I know I have to make some food. So we may make another lasagna here since yesterday's cast, it did not work because of I didn't push the buttons. I have quite last time and we may make another and they just had several kinds of lasagna. So here we are. We're going. So I know from this experience, we gotta turn this oven on. 375. Right. Here's my fridge, getting empty. But I don't want to eat fried food. I probably could have a sandwich. Probably should have a sandwich before all this food gets bad. I ate all my fruit. Strawberry. We might have a Red Bull. It's been literally like 20 years since I've had a Red Bull. I mean, 2002 was the last time I had one. No lie. So we're gonna pump up. So there it is. Hey, Alex. Alex likes the cold. Cool and calm. He's probably waiting for his dinner. So when it's fried food day, we got, oh man, I just made a mess. You got jalapenos. You have cheese sticks. Today we're having another lasagna, cheesy garlic with meat sauce. See if we can find a cheesy one. Lasagna with meat sauce. Meat sauce. Lasagna Italiano. Man, that's a big one. There you got macaroni and cheese. Alright, so since we have so many of these, probably just need to make one of these. Okay? So we put that there. And, you know, can't live without the Ben & Jerry's. I'm a huge fruit guy. Low on fruit. We still have a few here. So we have some of that. Got some blueberries. Need to eat up. Let me have a few here. Before these get bad. Turn my upper fan. Wearing a scarf in the dead of summer. It's hot. Hot. I missed. Okay. So this. Take it out of the box. And here it looks like. We're going to be doing the micro bake. So we microwave it for 11 minutes, and then we bake 25. We may use these today. That'll be fun. So we make a slit, just like this, and then put it in the microwave. For 11 minutes. Cool. Told myself I need a maid to come here at least once a week. They do a pretty good job, you know, at keeping the place tidy up and clean, but I think a maid, besides my Roomba. Let me show you what it looks like out there. There's my front lawn. Sprayed all the weeds out there with Roundup, and now they're all dead. Just turn on my fans. You don't like to turn on the fan because the thermostat is in a weird position. We're gonna turn this down. It connects to my Wi-Fi. For some reason, it's got issues. All right, hold on. This thing don't like being badass. So there's the front window. Thermostat. Let me give you a quick walk around my place before we begin our day of being badass. So there's the front window. Pretty simple, like simple. So when I have guests come, you know, they have their own bathroom. We got 3 bedrooms. Here's where the cats sometimes sit. It's the master bedroom, of course. Should we turn on our fans? And since it is going to be hot, usually I've noticed when I turn the fans on that my AC tends to not turn off. We'll give it a try today. So besides waking up and changing my clothes in a hot tub right before bed, I like to do that at night. So you have to get that light staying on all the time. Probably just need to clean the contacts, you know. Something I'm sure if I had a weekly maid, they would do for me. There we go, look at that. We gotta empty the trash. Oh, we gotta make Alex's food. Hold on. Since I ate that whole lasagna last night, we're gonna have another one today. My bowels, man. Can only take so much, but we're gonna take more. A little bit today. Excellent. Excellent. So we got 4 minutes on that. My cat. Still smells good. Wash the plate, so there's nothing on it, then we throw it away. Okay? And then usually about this time I'll take a sip of something refreshing, like a Red Bull. Yum. So I feed 2 slices of ham a day. Still smells good. So in case I die, you know how to take care of my estate. And since my cat had a lot of his teeth taken out, I think 5 teeth, you gotta make sure that you shred the ham with your hands or a utensil, so you don't have to chew it, you can just eat it and swallow it. Take you on my daily routine before I go into the studio, just so you guys know. I want to take y'all with me, just one day, you know, the life of a millionaire. We're mashing it up. A wax covered paper plate. I like to offer variety. There it is. There it is. Fresh ham for the man of the house. And we put this back in the fridge. We wash our hands, because ham is nasty. We're going to use Dawn, which fights grease. Okay. Our hands don't smell and feel like we just got done messing with stacks of ham. Okay. So once I'm like, well, I want lasagna today. I have to do the baking process. We take this whole thing, put it right here. I see the slip. Here's our garbage. And so it says 25 minutes. The moment we put it in. I don't need that box anymore. This is pre-cooked. Almost. So now we just need to bake it. That would say 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Bing boom. There it goes. So now let's continue doing. I'm gonna wait 25 minutes. It's about what time? Let's go downstairs for a second. Huge fan of strawberry. Oh, let me. So far, this is how we have it. I have a long way. This is just my work area where I keep stuff. Like this is all trash right here. But, that's where I sit and try to work on all that stuff. And here's the light. My cat sleeps right there, and he watches these fish. I had a fish tank, and he would thoroughly enjoy watching all the fish. So yeah, so please don't kill me so much about the disaster in here. But as you can see, there's cables, and they all do something. They all go places. And currently the only few things that are hooked up is a TV up here, which to cut back on interference, I have a lot of these things, and they're the Taytronics. I believe they're 16-bit, so they're not fully silent. And if you look, you can find these online. I like this brand just because it works. And on bottom here you have text or receive. So it's going through here, right? And then to this box, which there's 8, which is basically like one of these boxes, and it takes out the ground loop noise. There is no button on this one down here. I forget the name, but it's a passive direct box. And I need to get another one of these because it works real well. I have a lot of these, and I need more cables. As you can see, I have a lot of cables. I just need more XLRs. I have a tester here, and anytime I find a bad wire, we cut it up and we throw it away. So eventually I end up losing all my cables. We are running 4K from the camera system, and it comes over here, which you can't see. It's in this box because that thing has a fan, and my mic picks up a lot of stuff. So it's really hard to tell with all this stuff going on, but when I am done connecting all this stuff, I will zip tie all this. So this is like the direct box area. There's my mic mixer. And then that goes up here to my main mixer. Today we're gonna hook up mixer to the network. I've adjusted today's, so we did that already. I'm low on fog juice, but that DMX 512 controller right here behind all the wires has an audio input, so that comes out somewhere over here to over here. If you see this whole long thing here, this thing is audio only, and it connects to right here. I replaced this plug. So this thing down here pulls 6 amps. And that's about as high as I ever want to get it. And then here is where all the video inputs. So things are separate. That thing is a power conditioner. That is a power conditioner. So the video's being conditioned twice. And then here are for the lights and stuff. Then as you can see, the DMX, which it's just connected there for future stuff. And then there's the lights and stuff. And like this, I want to push it that way. I've just been slow. Back in the early days, I could have done all of this really in one day. But at the moment, it's been taking me a few weeks. I mean, really, if you think about it, from when I started tearing it down, when it was like when I did sit basically right here, and it took just a long time to do that with me and my back issues. We're using the Google. I want to move this to down here because down here, even though we're 4K, that thing, the Google, is 4K. You can use one of these, but it doesn't work very well for 4K. So really, the TVs are 1080p, many years old. So this one's 1080p, Google Chromecast. So I could play my videos from there, and then this Google Chromecast would sit down here and plugged into the ATEM, which would give you on, because of the screen, even though it's 4K, but we're setting it at 1440p at 60. It's being upsampled from 30 frames to 60 frames, just because I could go 4K to 60. I have noticed that a lot of you already are running 4K 60 frames a second. So it's really nothing to be bragging about, because at one time I was bragging about, we're 4K now, but it seems like everyone is running at 4K. So nothing to complain about. You see all these keyboards here, right? So all of these keyboards, they go to this hub, and then this hub comes up to the iConnect MIDI, which is not fully connected. You see there's an Ethernet port right there, and that will allow me for me to connect on my apps here. And then that thing, which has MIDI outputs. So when you plug in a USB 2.0 hub, you can control, I believe, 6. So those keyboards are connected to that, which is connected to the network, but is also connected to the QI100 there, I sold my keyboard. I'm kind of kicking myself. I do regret selling my Yamaha keyboard and trading it in for the MPC, but I think it will all work out okay. I just really enjoyed, so maybe someday I will repurchase that $2,000 piano. I heard a video, I think it might have been yesterday, of me using it, and I'm just always astonished by the quality that it comes from. So I'm using the MPC. I'll show you when I eventually get it working. I was trying to use the MPC yesterday, but it wasn't working, so I have to figure that out. So anyway, I could set each keyboard separately, including that long one keyboard down there, to have their own instrument. So like down there could really be a piano. That one right there could be an 808. That one right there could be some FM noises for choruses and stuff. Like I'm just a fan of the chorus music, cathedral. I like that kind of presence, and that's why I use much of the effects and stuff. And that one up there could be like a guitar. So they're all synced up. Not right now because it's not fully hooked up. So I could use programs like iRiffer. iRiffer is just a app. And then you use other apps to connect to it so that iRiffer could communicate with that. And I wanted you use Audio Bus. I wanted I'll use NetMIDI. That's what I use to connect. When I do use, where is that keyboard? That chord keyboard now connects to I'm having a hard time seeing. I may organize this a bit better later so I can get to it. But at the moment, I just want to get it going, and then we'll organize it later on. So the huge thing about this whole part, so the video is pulling 3.3 amps, just sitting here, the video lights. So we're pulling a good amount of power, but I do like how I could just, with one switch, just turn it all off. I used to leave it on and just power down to things, and some things I wouldn't power off. But nowadays, since I have a house, I need to be power conscious because my power bill is like $500 a month. So I'm gonna show you what iRiffer. Which you can look it up online. iRiffer. All right. So you all seen me use this before, but this thing has an automatic, or it's a random MIDI generator. So here are your notes, like C to octaves, and here's your you see. So anyway, this thing can connect remotely, and as if I push play, you could see it go through. And if I push this button, it just recycles. So each one of those are a random MIDI generated note. And you can hear me use this in some of the albums that I've done. The albums I've done, I didn't add any 808s. And if I would have added some 808s, much of those songs and music would have came out much better in my own opinion. So I really want to use 808s in the future of just getting this all together. So like here we have a task cam. You see that connected, and then that again goes down to one of these direct boxes, but that thing connects to the iPad. And so I have a few iPads now, but just to quickly show you, I have fallen in love with this program, Blocks Waves, And for the longest, this is how I made my samples and music. So you can, if I go here to browser, you can see these are all the ones that I've recorded already. And all of these are color coded, so vocal. But we could go to recorded. These are all the ones I haven't sorted out yet. So that was a few months ago, right? You guys can hear that. Then we just add a drum and a melody. So that's the whole objective of why all of this is here, to get it into this app. Because once you start labeling all of these, like this one hasn't been labeled yet. What is this? This one is a bass. So we hold it. My bad. We go over here, we hold it right there, and we change the type to go to bass, and that should turn to blue. So now every time we go over here and we hit bass, it knows to pull that one up. So that's the whole idea of this program, is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different places, right? So these are the ones that I filled up so far on some other days. And when this is done, you basically export it into Launchpad. And that's not the one. Yeah, it is. All right. So this is another one by the same producers, by the same people. All right. And then it load 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you have all 6 laid out. In. So that's the objective here. And then once you have all 6, then you basically come over here. You have your effects, and I've done this a lot. Right, now you have, so this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of them has, right, and then down here. But when I do this, I'm going down here, pulling that down, and then screen recording it. And then I do it. It makes a screen recording along with the original sound. You can only pick one in each category. So really you want all of these to be custom. And even with this other program here, like this one, it's got an edit function, right? So then you go down here to slice, and you see it right there. And if we hit random again, and I do 2 squares at a time. If you do all 4, it's too hard to get, good. So if you like those, then you do go over here, and then you select them all. So even if we were using some stocks, you can still get a custom beat. And let's say you like this, right? We're gonna hold that down and flatten it. Now it's its own thing. Go down here to browser, and there it is. So we're going to name it bass. Again, now every time I go over here and I hit this, I can cycle through the basses. It'll go through all the basses that I'm really a fan of the 808s. And we can do the same thing with the drums. If we want our own special touch to it. Again, 2. And you could do the trigger or snap. And with drums, sometimes you have to do it maybe once, but you can get your own if you are dedicated enough. Even again with, here's the vocal. We can do the same thing with the vocal to make it our own, even though it is our own. It's a little different. Again, we're gonna do it over here. Then you highlight it all. So that's how I make music, pretty much. I gotta stop that. And then you can say it's saved, and then I just extract the audio from the video on PC. And we're gonna save this as a new one, flatten, and it's on its own. I like this because you can change the pitch. And it goes through. I don't know if you can see. For a moment it sounds bad, but as it makes its changes, isn't that neat? Not in all in one day, of course, but this whole process is a magnitude of time, killing time. Let me double check when I have my, all right, so it's a 1 week away. So we're not going to drink anything because I don't want to fail my UA or even have a talking with. I'm waiting on my food. We're gonna have a few bites. In this video, and we'll prepare for the video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing today. Probably maybe what I was doing yesterday. I want to steer away from the mainstream beats that are not made from other people. I just want to use my stuff because I like to get paid. The problem is I'm so sick of using the beats that I already have, but I just have to get over that mental illness, because there's a lot of you who have never heard those, and I shouldn't impose my issues when it comes to, like, I'm so sick and tired of listening to the super compressed beats on YouTube. I really have no access to my machine's audio yet. For one, I don't have enough direct box connections nor XLR cables. I'm working up a shopping list, so it's just going to take time for me to do all this. But I want you to know that today is the start of my 5 days of streaming. I just wanted to start all of this out by really showing you how I go about things and how just my day, I've seen a lot of videos online saying, well, here's a day of a Chinese person. I'd be watching some of those. You can check out the playlist. I don't know if I've been liking them or not. There's this one channel I've been watching on YouTube called Explore Japan, or Japan Explore, and he goes around recently. You know, he's like Action Kid of New York, but recently he's been doing more than just taking his camera with a stabilizer and walking around parts of Japan. Now he's like showing the daily life of like the females who dress up in white makeup. And I guess in Japan it's big to buy people's time. It's like a female, it's like 3,000 yen. I did the math, it's like $20 an hour. Okay. So you're paying to have conversation, and that's a big thing in Japan, is paying for someone's attention. And here in the US, I don't think we really do that, and if you did, it's called an escort. So I've been watching things like that. We're using Jump Desktop app. Make sure you check it out, it's pretty cool. All right. Yeah. Can't believe we're having lasagna again for the second day in a row. I'm gonna be drenched in sweat wearing that today, but it's all part of my costume. I feel like I have to look some type of way when I do that, because it's all an act anyway. It's not real. Sizzling. So we're gonna wait a few minutes. The only thing that's real is the music. Everything else I just feel is a show, just to make it easier and more fun. Then we flip that over on my plate, and then we'll usually store that plate wherever I'm at, or in the fridge. Let me turn that off for a few. Man, yo, I really don't like to sweat. I hate sleeping, sweating, so I have the air conditioner on like freezing cold. I gotta fix my back door here real quick. So we're gonna pick up some food. Y'all got any bright ideas? Maybe Burger King, and then off to T-Mobile, and then back home. I thought I'd just take you on a drive with me. Burger King now hiring up to $15? What are you guys hungry for? I think I'm gonna get 2 Whoppers. 1 Whopper now, One Whopper later. Yum, look at that Whopper. Bacon and cheese Whopper. Southwest Bacon Whopper. Southwest Bacon Whopper meal. And one extra Southwest Bacon Whopper. Looks tasty. I'll get you guys some views of the mountains here. I know y'all like that.
How can I help you?
Hi, could I have the Southwest Bacon Whopper meal?
Medium with the Coke?
Large with a Dr. Pepper?
All right, what else can I get for you?
Can I get one more Southwest Bacon Whopper? Just the sandwich?
Okay.
And that's it.
$21.83, thank you.
Today's meal cost 21 bucks. Jamming.
How you doing today?
Good.
2183.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Damn, look at that big titty chick right there. She got some huge ass tits. Holy moly, man. Man. Like, how could you sleep with those things? Look at that rack she's got on, bro. What we've all been waiting for. I am your official burger taste tester. We new on the market. Southwest Whopper. It's pretty tasty there. See it? It's looking and smells good. Look at that thing, man. Look how big that thing is. I like it a lot. I would order it again. Very nice. Put it in the comments. Have you had one of these before? Too early, not too late. We are here. Last night I was working on that acapella. All right. I don't know. Can we talk about this later? I put around my so much that I just had like tears, like I'm not sad. That was a big one for me, like my lungs are all jacked up. Example, today, matter of fact, I was up and just doing some quick cleaning before I knew today was gonna happen. And me maneuvering jumping jacks, somersaults to put cables away, nicely looking like a pro I do. I even had this cough. I thought, that was weird. So what I mean here is just me moving around. Like I always thought was a symptom so it's not due to smoking. I mean, so it's not due to smoking. It allows me to have a good time, and I'm willing to do what I do as long as I have a foot switch. You can do a lot of things behind the scenes. You could do a lot of things behind the scenes. And it's amazing how easy it is to fool our senses. When I was with friends, weren't we fighting with ourselves on who's cheating, sucking off who, passive aggressive stuff? Doesn't it ever get old? Like, I don't have to worry about pleasing people. Or, I lost the whole thought there. Yeah, I totally forgot. It got jumbled up, but I think it came out bad. I do care for people. I just try to put my head in rhyming mode, so if I ain't making sense, it's probably why, because I'm just trying to get there and doing. It's like we're on the third day and I still ain't waking up at the middle of the night to drain the pipes and be rhyming in my head. To feel a success, I must have that in my head. But check out this song though. This is one of my favorites. This is my beat too, so this could be on my next album.
It's okay.
Freestyle
album. Together, but damn, look at you. Top Gun #1. What's up your lunch? You got lots. Better be good. Cause if it's just like, I washed my car and clipped my toenails. You wanna hear about how I felt last night during the TV show I watched that you don't watch? We should talk about it. One more time, man. I'ma put in the headphones and blast it to the volume. It's out of control, and I blow an eardrum. And maybe it would work then, cause I couldn't hear a damn everything. Disability, and you'll take care of me, right? Yeah, you'll take care of me, right? Cause we were meant for each other. I will change your diaper, flip your legs over your head if I had to. I don't know how I would wipe your diarrhea butt, but that's just totally gross. And I don't think I could ever touch soil besides my own. Yeah, I don't need to touch it, cause it's covered in chemicals. Yeah, it kills all the oil, and it gets sucked up and it's re-energized. And revamped. It's refiltered in.
It was probably a different mix, and yeah, it was. Should have deleted that. Can we go back?
Because I can do it.
Oh shit! We just ended the whole thing. It's okay. I mean, these are our freestyle mixes. We've gone through all the other stuff, I believe. Let me check. I think I did something No. Alright, we didn't do anything. So anytime I do something, it'll show up there automatically. Isn't that nice? Oh, and then if we should, I mean, on this one, we have 148 more to go. We should have been deleting these as we went along. But it's okay, we'll catch them. And then we'll just have a nice TV playlist here. So we're smoking this. I want to say thanks and many greats to y'all hanging out. I mean, yeah, we'll making this for the future. 500 years, they will still be coughing out their lungs. I will thoroughly enjoy my time here on Earth, because if it's one thing that I learnt at 45, it's to celebrate every day, because it might be your last. Think about that on a daily basis. Add that in to these classics. And son, when you get old enough, you'll understand what I say. Damn, listen to these raps, man. I may recite some of these jams since we lost Domestias. And, I get hypnotized. Beautiful eyes. I'm not a guy built on lies. Just a dude who started to realize. It's amazing. Sitting and waiting. Reaching for the high life of that moment you could fall asleep to. Serenity built on faith, knowing you could get us here. All you had to do was believe from the start, and you wouldn't have as many substances killing your heart. Yeah, let's put on some auto-tune or something. We got something slow ass shit, but this is how it usually happens. I actually gotta try to receive my reward. Maybe because we're doing something new, and that's why I'm bold. Hot and cold, climate control. Listen closely, especially slowly. I desire you only. Yeah, listen to that, man. Yo, can't deny I'm pretty good. When it gets to this point, you know, when you're hearing this, listen, what the F? Believe in the process. It's not about today. Get over today. It's never done. We thought we were hot today. Well, wait until I push. I'm the reason why you come to Wakanda. Like, I'm amazing. Only I know how to put this together, right, pussycat? She knows. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know, this thing's taken a life on its own. It is bigger than I... Wow, listen to that. It is bigger. Way bigger. Super large. It is too big, you know? Can't fit it all within the schedule. So, I'm just doing a sanity check here. It's nice to have y'all back again. I'm getting used to this whole thing here. Check. You know, I would really like to use that mixer again. Well, the whole reason I like it is because it's got some side effects. And, this thing's not working, or we would be... And then I record it. You know, to be a big baller back in those days. But you know, I don't want to be a big baller. It's just fun, you know, just to be here. I can smoke all day. I can do whatever I want. And for the longest time in my life, this is exactly what I've envisioned for my future. Just me in my mansion, my thug mansion. And I keep on, saying to the crowd, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome. Yeah, you know you're awesome. Everyone knows they're awesome. If you can call yourself stupid, you can call yourself awesome. I remember when I started calling myself awesome, it felt weird. And why? Why does it feel weird? It shouldn't. So that's why I just talk like that now. Because for one, it's fun. 2, it's not putting me down. 3, it's hyped up. So I don't have to be caught, trying to please anyone else but myself. And I love that. Even making those songs, I think it's pretty awesome that I can even make those songs. I think it's pretty cool that I can follow Two Live Crew and what they did as music when I was growing up. I thought that was pretty cool, despite the vulgar language that no one cares for, but it's not illegal. So I mean, that's what you have to just vibe to, you know, instead of being a stick in the mud all day, every day. And, you know, for some people, maybe that's who you are. And you're probably like, well, I don't care. If I'm, you know, cool. Just do it over there then, right? We don't have to meet up. Then do we? Yeah. I'm a chill guy. I don't demand much. As you can see, my cats love me. They adore me. See, I got a nice lifestyle here. Tomorrow's my birthday. And, you know, I'm gonna have a fun time with that. Check. That's a little weird, man. Just trying to get around that delay that I hear. And it makes everything sound a little dull. Just trying to spice it up. I like spiced up stuff. How about you? Nice jam.
Oh, just the time for you to go to bed, man. It's still like at midnight.
A timer somewhere so y'all know that I'm live. I get that question a lot. Am I live? Yes. I have nothing that says I'm live. So
like damn, yo, push myself through the depressing times. Push myself past this. Keep on having stuff talking about. Got it all. Hey, thank Lord Jesus. You're living where
have a clock.
Thank the Lord for eBay. He becomes a price. It's OB wars. eBay equals OB wars. Homie, give and take. Yeah, got sacrifice for eBay. Gotta have the other thing we're talking about. Already got. So we got finished both maybe a few minutes past our due. But we got its tape. I ain't restarting it home. Space to bedtime. Sitting in this chair. It's torture. Yo, I be on my pain drugs. When I stop talking about pain, it's like pain drugs. Yo, and it goes through the milligrams so often. Even though it wouldn't need to take. I served you for why they don't have to fast. So I couldn't get into college. They'll put you there in the first place. Here's the microphone. Don't stop acting shy. We know you got balls. Not dicks. Go. You can wrap this all in a tree. I'm dope. Cause you spit that gold knowledge. You ain't stay cold for that long. You ain't got nothing to say. So now's the time to say it. Now's the time to bring yourself out of the dark, baby.
Nah, man, we still setting up this studio.
Who the hell put you there in the first place?
Taking our time doing it. It's over a month now. Still tinkering with settings. So, there was an earlier video today. I believe in the first one, we did make some music, like I did show you.
Yeah, they got a code. Yeah, do it, yes, and I will, yes. 15,000 tracks, we already got 1,300, like 10th of the way there. Hey, and yes, we got all those albums out already. I got a lot of experience, makes me happy. Yeah, what you got makes you happy. I'ma smoke another bowl, get right back with you. In the meanwhile, listen to this instrumental and see if you can rap over it just like me. Cause I know you could be better than this. Acting like you out of street. Homie, in my video, I lost all the masters.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so hard to
Are you ignorant? Cause there are so many ways to live life. And like
do this with comments, like my word, you know. It's easy to broadcast broadcast 4K.
How we shame people here in America.
Easy to make a beat. It's easy to reload my bowl.
Who you're messing with if you think you can bully me about shit. We always run at 75%.
We did get some shorts in there, and today
Enhance yourself.
we
by unlocking
freestyled.
features in your life.
And you know, if everything's working, I would
This
love
Monday afternoon. Who knows what
to
I'm
probably do it again.
Yeah,
You know, it's the end of the day. I'm smoking this because I feel it works better than a joint.
Stay silent. We apologize to all of those.
Joints ain't get me that excited.
Patiently waiting forever.
And besides, I would love to test these audio video tracks I'm currently working on. It's my next add-on project. Twitch.tv/CWSPOD 20. I put around my hot tub. It is one of so much that I just had like tears, like I'm not sad. So much that I just had like tears, like I'm not sad. That was a big one for me, like my lungs are all jacked up. Example, today, matter of fact, I was up and just doing some quick cleaning before I knew today was gonna happen. And me maneuvering jumping jacks, somersaults to put cables away, nicely looking like a pro. I do. I even had this cough. I thought, that was weird. So what I mean here is just me moving around. Like I always thought was a symptom. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for riding this.
More random bad. I had a server full of 10 bands. I was afraid just to plug anything. I was constantly scared of freak out. So I wanted to avoid that. To be honest, with it all turned off, it took me hours just the way I actually much of the recap just thrown away. I never want to restart it. No, I'm going on. Probably gonna be the same way I hooked up my main storage, Linux way of doing it. The acknowledge virtual machine. I was so scared to move all my data to a virtual environment. When I thought about it and did it this way, less scary. Just so tired of losing all my work. It takes so much energy just to get to the point of like, yeah, who are we? Bad. And not feeling I had that whole collection at point. You feel good when you got your cue point, you got backup layer in case anything happens. You got takes a lot of work to set all that shit up. And when I found the latest, that's really cute. Just yesterday, clean it up. Well, we ready? Get myself a foot switch. We chillin' in, so I have to come up with creative ideas to get high. Never thought the day would come. It would be such a challenge. It was me getting high. 2 hours exactly about when I need to go, and I probably won't come back to watch TV or something. I've been meaning to do that for the past 3 days. I've done some behind the scenes stuff. Y'all know, you know. Alright, so we're gonna use this for smoke on faster. This should have Durban poison, which make me talk. I need to be really interactive tonight so I can get cool points and graduate. Say goodbye to sexy voice. Bye ladies. Bye ladies. Hello? Bye dudettes. Oh man. I'm sort of waiting for it. Try not to cough. Oh, there it is, man. You heard it. Allergy. Sounds like COVID. Very sexy, isn't it? You wish you had a cough like mine? Music right there. We're gonna continue chilling. Time for me to about time for this show to go down in Guinness Book of Records as one of the greatest shows alive. Great within studios. Online delivery. And this here about 1 minutes. I go to my corner domestic violence class, cause I'm an abuser. My divorce will be finalized in a few months. Ladies, the next ex-wife, which one of you is next? Which one of you wanna try Big Daddy Wide? Which one of you ladies wanna try Big Daddy Wide? It's hard for us to make TikTok content. I can do it. A poster board, develop a roadmap of your life. Identifying significant events in your life. This should include. You guys want to see this? See if there's ever some photo. Okay, up on my screen here. It's awesome. I can't see that at all. As if I zoomed up. Shit. But I also need to continue smoking. But this is what I'm going over. Times witnessed domestic violence. My parents divorced. Fights you were in. Relationships. Schools. Employment. All my incarcerations. Substance use and abuse. Trauma. Community violence. Twitter. Violence and autobiography. Use this outline to help format your violence autobiography. Describe your experiences with detail. Include your thoughts and feelings. While writing your autobiography, think of things that you wish to change in your life, as these can become goals in your personal change plan. Oh boy, check out that plan. These plans will be updated regularly. Child memories end of discipline. Violence, anger, problem solving. Trap memories of your childhood. Both the best and the worst. Explain how discipline was handled growing up. Who was the primary discipline? Who was the primary disciplinarian? What would your parents, step primary guardian, do when they argued or fought? I saw my father so angry that he died. I saw my mother so angry that she died. And you got 4 dots. So that, you didn't lie. See those 3 dots? There's just 4 dots. Messages spoken and unspoken you received from teachers, parents, peers about men, women, anger, violence. Listen to instances of violence, fights, arguments, or gang activities. Sports you participated in. Risk-taking behaviors, involvement in thrill-seeking of dangerous activities. History of fire setting or abuse to animals. Use of drugs and alcohol during childhood. Juvenile arrest history. Suicidal thoughts and attempts. Wow. Perception of past and present adult roles. I think women, men should. Describe role or expectation of men and women in your home. Dating patterns. While dating, I had many new experiences. Treatment of mothers and sisters by the men in your family. Treatment of father and brothers by the women in your family. View of masculinity, femininity. View of yourself. I don't know what that one is. I'm the best. It got easier over the years because we practiced so hard to myself with some positive. Describe your relationship with. Describe your relationship for your offenses of record. My current offense of record because describe a current DV offense. Describe the abuse, the tactics you have used before to the power and the control wheel. What are your models problem solving techniques? Describe how your partner has responded to both abusive and healthy tactics. Describe your relationships with intimate partners other than victims. Describe your relationships with the dudes entail. Number of times relationships have split up or separated due to violence. Identify who has been hurt by my violent behaviors. Directly identify who has been hurt by my violent behaviors. Directly or indirectly. And how? What are your plans to make amends with those you have hurt? What is your most violent thing you have gone? Messages you are giving your children about violence. What kind of things have your children said to you regarding the violence in your home? Discipline of children in your home as was a dependency and neglect file. Have your children been in trouble with the law? And how religious and spiritual orientation. Military rules, systems of combat, experience, and reasoning for discharge. About high with the ghost. Doing deals with the ghost. Doing deals with the ghost. Yeah, go live. How about CK005? Open up one high. 25, now going 30. Going 40. How about 5? 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull out a stock. Yeah. Yeah. We got 28 albums. Inside we going. Next Jackson. Cartoons playing. I ain't the one to baby saying. Yesterday's conversation. From my core kids. Y'all all get home. Believe I just come in here when I need. Go to work. Got out. Just want to get in for my signature. Work out here. We got things up. What's up? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh yeah. Figuring I ain't getting some practice. Now it's going like once a month. Even if you have practice, I'm doing all the time. Like one hand on the button, please. Yeah, buttons in the best spot, man. Still buttons, man. Everybody get up, man. You guys think about that, you know. So, shit. You might can't arrest it. TJB on the roll. Got first place. Healing dice, you got 3 8s. Healing dice, I got 3 8s. Healing dice, and we got 3 8s. Healing dice, and we got 3 8s. Healing dice, and we got 3 8s. Okay, guys, I'm with 100 stack. Relax, this is just easy back. It's one more from past. Came to the past, here now. We animate from 2005, bring back 2042. I'm all back. Rock out, bumping a hit. Let's roll back. That song from idiots. Gave me plenty, case a lot. If you ain't like my name, then you get hell out. Cause I'm here, I'm more than you. What the hell? Bitch ain't fall. Think you better see it. You make me pause. Cause it looks like y'all making shit all over the place. And you're broken for. Hear me complain about your name, live, not, give you occupying. And okay, I'll act Bubbles hopping on my fingertips, bringing you tender climax. Yeah, wash your press to make it clean. Wash it, Santa, he knows when you've been mean. Yeah, don't be mean to yourself. So I gotta say I'm the best. Everybody look at in the mirror. I'm number one. I'm God's child. I'm you proud of. Look at this. All of my kids, no matter what they are, stand what you got. I just ditch. Okay. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. And this is the bad news. Like they say, it's art. Where too good to be. We never let ourselves ever tear down. We walked away when we had a chance. I didn't have a chance before. Nah, 'cause it was us, but not. It was all just us. Don't know what to say anymore, but proud. That breaks your own. Like it GTA 5. Long time to see. I said that everyone knows. 20 years later, we talk about the relationship. Yeah, I'll never leave. Finding old videos. Guys have a watch marathon. I'm kind of sick of the shit that I'm on. Look at my face and my head. It's turning gray from the depths. I probably didn't cut it, but we both knew that we weren't a main feature. Wasn't good enough. A friend when I had to choose. It's hard to be in a relationship when you gave your last chance. Small chance to give, they say. Say it quiet. I don't want to cry. I want to share problems. What I'm about. Me in my life. Now this all shit on the same thing. Imaginary trophies. Getting rats in the sideline. To root for the rookies. The pro. It just sat down in the studio. All five. We didn't make it that long. We ran when we had the chance. Maybe my heart was just in the wrong place. But I took the chance because I believe in myself. This was years. That's just not the team. I don't want to lose. That's a guarantee. Ow. I'm all crying. Ow. We wouldn't have lasted 20 years with my lying mouth. Couldn't hold us together. Vibe felt like a super glue. To let you go. Live the way it went down when it did. We ran and we had the chance. I just know that get lost there on our tanks and reach for the storm. Cause all time just work. Hold on to the pain and the hurt. Let me on and celebrate. Gotta say, I'm all proud out. I choose to not cry anymore. Cause I'm a dying thief. I let you know that you can do it too, unlike me. Cause I didn't have the strength to go that far. But a man can only take so much. And I thank God that the event took place. When they danced, I was already a broken man. Just did me good. I ain't the victim shit. I'm the abused. I got 2 kids. I'll leave. Y'all mind? I want you. It's 5 months. I got $600 worth of food boxes upstairs. There's full of food boxes. That's where I spent my money. Boxes, get rid of the pads, delivery time. So I have to deliver that to my door 5 times in a day. I've got a noise opening up things. When it's in a ring door, no, my phone let me know. I'm locked up wild cause I'm stuck in bed. Watching videos like I usually do shit. What's an album? I already got 20 and 29. Room for 300? What? Come on, bro. But smoke. When I figure I ain't a smoker anymore. Homie been told, homie can't smoke cause homie gets...
yeah. Woo! Man, oh man. All right, so I'm going to show you what all of this sounds like. All right, probably doesn't sound like much, but let me show you what it sounds like when we get to that point. Right now, we're just making stems. So each little thing is a stem. And when we record it, it's already, everything is there. And then we'll smoke, man. It won't take long. Already got quite a few in here.
Next to my mama's bedroom. And ew, if my mom ever found my 10 fucking dogs, ew, that's so gross. I would talk about it. Oh, man. Then sit back and shut up. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. incompetence. I like to listen to detail instead of YouTube television. I will listen to soap opera acting. And some of y'all need to go through your producers and ask for a different microphone and a new position in the company. How you like doing those outstanding performances day in, day out? I wonder, have you just not, or are you just ignorant? Or are you just tuned out to your own life? Let me do a mic check. Yeah. Yo, hello, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was a bad. I mean, we probably got 1 or 2 songs in there. You may hear on next album. Woo-wee. Alright, so let's load up a different sound pack here. I'm gonna show you what I'm all about, bro. I'm just, you know what I am, man. I don't need to keep on explaining how awesome. We can redo these. We can redo them all. Well, they have like 6 templates here. Let's see how it is. This probably doesn't have any of this. You know, we got no 808s in these. Damn, look how far I've grown, you know? Oh, there's one. It just ain't the same, you know? Alright, so let's go back to our other program. I don't know if you guys can see me down here do this. So there's our 6 rows, right? We flip through when we make our 6 rows. Then our 6 rows come up here and we could choose 1 in every column. So we make our rows. You got 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 columns. So we pick our rows, and you come here, and you can pick 1 out of each column. And then you got your effects below it. Launchpad, and Blocks Wave, iOS app.
So I'm due an instrumental album. I've just been taking some time off there, just to look at the bigger picture, and you know, going through life.
without
Start this
any
off
808s.
right away. And I think these 45 minutes
So we have 3 over here.
would be illegal and against the law, because who be teaching y'all? Better let a hand down, I'll be damned, but who the guy should be, 'cause I'm already on the next guy. Is that okay if I go work at Hollywood?
So we have this. This is our next thing to be hooked up. If you can see it. With that, we'll be connecting all of our pianos so we could have melodies and effects. So we'll have that here soon. Now we just got this. I barely know how to use it, but it's tight, right? Alright, we're gonna smoke the rest of this while we chill here.
When I pull in, parking lot, that's when you know I'm fat, hair glow, static electricity, her mouth open. There's never been a super close, just a straight win. Be freestyling just because I like it, it's fun, plus you get to meet the camera core, behind closed door.
So much that I just had like tears, like I'm not sad. That was a big one for me, like my lungs are all jacked up. Because if it's one thing that I learnt at 45, it's to celebrate every day, because it might be your last. Think about that on a daily basis. Add that in to these classics. And son, when you get old enough, you'll understand what I say. Damn, listen to these raps, man. I may recite some of these jams since we lost dumbass Diaz. I get hypnotized. Beautiful eyes. I'm not a guy built on lies. Just a dude who started to realize. So amazing. Sitting and waiting. Reaching for the high life of that moment you could fall asleep to. Serenity built on faith, knowing you could get us here. All you had to do was believe from the start, and you wouldn't have as many substances killing your heart. Damn, yo, let's put on some auto-tune or something. We got something slow-ass shit, but this is how it usually happens. I actually gotta try to receive my reward. Maybe because we're doing something new, and that's why I'm bold. Hot and cold climate it control. Listen closely, especially slowly. I desire you only. Yeah, listen to that, man. Yo, can't deny I'm pretty good. When it gets to this point, you know, when you're hearing this, listen, what the F? Believe in the process. It's not about today. Get over today. It's never done. We thought we were hot today. Well, wait until I push. I'm the reason why you come to Wakanda. Like, I'm amazing. Only I know how to put this together, right, pussycat? She knows. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know, this thing's taken a life on its own. It is bigger than I... Wow, listen to that. It is bigger. Way bigger. Super large. It is too big, you know? Can't fit it all within the schedule. So, I'm just doing a sanity check here. It's nice to have y'all back again. I'm getting used to this whole thing here. I'm ahead of what I thought, you know. I guess these 5 days we spent more fixing it up. To be creative. I love that. You know, even making those watching television. I do this instead of going outside to the swimming pool to catch AIDS. I do this online. These unreckless. I've been doing it for so long. If anything, I'm guilty of being very boring. You know, not looking like all the other well put together videos out there. But again, we've been doing this for so long, and I've been explaining to y'all that even this song we hear was a process, and just like these videos that you are watching right now, I would love to do the tag team like the title said a few days ago. There needs to be a full session of my unaltered music, so when the second time comes around, I could tag team. I really want to move away from the mainstream music that is not mine. There's a lot of good beats still, so it's hard to throw them away. That's what need to happen. I just need to grow a pair of balls and burn them. Even the real good mixtape classics, I just gotta burn it, man. I gotta get rid of them all. I don't want to, or we would have had them. My boss said, so it sucks. However, all night is lost there because we spent the good last half of last year. You know, it's been about 1 full year since we were studying trap music, and I really thought I was missing something, and I was. It was the 808s, which this season, beat making season, and then, you know, just the freestyles icing on the cake. It's just there, man. It's nothing serious. But all the beats and all that is, I will show you it all, but I will play some of like this stuff behind it as protection from thieves. So I feel that these past 3 days have been a success. Every day, you know, I could think of 3 days ago, we clean. It was like, it was really, we've been having a good streak. If we were to go back even further, remember the mic talking days? We got a lot of great mixtapes or music or songs, something. We got something there. And then the next day, we hooked. We were finding out what we were doing here because we were summoned here. Oh, like I made some videos. Like I just been more interactive with all of you. And my back hurts no matter what, whether I'm here or there. I do find it surprising recently. It's nice that I can spend all day up here if I'm careful and not be hurt from it. Do you guys remember about 2 weeks ago? I think I removed those videos, but they were me being a DJ in the early ones. Like I was bouncing, looking real crazy. I was dancing in front of, at that time we weren't live streaming yet. We were still using those IP cams, and I was in chat. Hyper, you know, really pushing myself. I'm like, okay, we need to get out of my shell. And I'm glad I did that early on, so I knew where the limit was. 3-4 days after that day of me, like, really moving, physical, like I was in a club but sitting down, I can't go there. Maybe a bit, but that is too much. Like I can lift some stuff, it's gotta be quick. And we can only lift a few things at a time. You see me rolling around on my chair out there, and you see me sitting here for hours and hours on end with not really moving. I believe that is the success why I am not injured at the moment. And to be honest, like, it's always on my mind, the low back situation. And like I said earlier, it hurts no matter what. And sometimes when I'm in there, bored off my ass, or like forgot to follow the schedule like we always do, the day can be productive if I'm not watching it. Like, this will end abruptly. And the best thing for me to do is go lay down and curl up in a ball. Every time, that's the best solution. Or ice packs. A lot of them. Icing that shit up. So I can't feel it. And my cough isn't due to my smoking. Once again, today I found that out. The last time I smoked, I guess, was yesterday. But I'm not smoking to where I'm wheezing. I used to wake up wheezing. But I do want to get away from this flower. I've seen some videos out there where the dude's like made a contraption and he puffs in 30. It's on my Twitter. If you go there and scroll it, it's a ways down. But he took like 2 jars, he filled them up with cotton balls, and then he puffed on vapors, the same amount of, like cigarettes, and then the same amount of joints. And it was real fascinating to see that if it's flour or cigarettes, like you still get a bunch of crap with it. And I know that's what I'm getting here, but that's not the cause of what's happening here. Since my low spine injury has been there for so long and scar tissue, there's been a lot of surgeries, laser surgeries, real, like take stuff out, surgeries, put stuff in surgeries. And my body goes in this autoimmune response where it floods. This is inflammation, and I don't get sick. If you read online what inflammation does positive for the body, it fights disease. Maybe that's why I didn't suffer very much for the last pandemic. So just when I'm moving around, it tricks my body to go into that anti-inflammatory reaction, and medication and anti-inflammatories don't always help. So that's what's going on with my cough. It's not because of the smoke. The cough, the lungs got burnt a long time ago, a few years back, when I had the torch and the lighter, the glass, how we got it red hot, the dabs, and you dab it. And then right about that same, because I was getting it too hot, and I would inhale like super hot smoke. Bad. Then I got into vapors. I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. It's safer all the way around. But right about that time, I was smoking a joint. I wasn't crumpling up, and I remember I inhaled it, and it went all the way down, and it sat right here. It was painful, man. It was like a nugget that just flew down my lung and got caught on my lung sac. So those two things made the situation worse. But my inflammation cough issue came around 2017 when I started having more surgeries with all kind. That's when that, so it sucks for me, but if it's just managing, you got to eat, you got to drink water, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to clean the house. All of those things are managing. You got to play with your cats. If you want to drive a car, you got to manage your insurance, manage the gas tank, manage the warranty. If So everything's about manage and including your own body. Your body is not the same as your neighbor's body, even though we're all put together the same and we're taught this and that to do whatever with ourselves. But at the end of the day, like the insides, like we still bleed red. Even though we all look funny, you got a big egghead, and you know I got a big dong. We all have some disability that can take you to the next level. And that's what makes us so unique is then from emotions or from injuries, you have this profile biography that just becomes your struggle. If you become one of the lucky ones that didn't get smashed in a car wreck or your spine didn't collapse on itself, so every time you stand it feels like pins and needles and compression, you get sciatica. So if you don't have that, you know, maybe you got Bigfoot disease. You know, like your right foot is 2 sizes bigger than your left foot. I'm glad I don't have that. Or how about a busted kneecap, or it could a missing teeth. I got beautiful teeth. I got a beautiful voice. Besides this, I got a lot of things. I got beautiful cats, beautiful family, beautiful lips, beautiful iPad, beautiful setup, beautiful cat bed over there, beautiful hot tub over there. My toes are beautiful. My face is handsome. My ass, better watch out. Stingray there. No homo. So instead of looking at everything like, I love my car, but you guys say, I love my car, and replace all the buts with ands, homie. I will be sharing these videos, and I should take a break, maybe, so I can quickly scan at what I'm doing here. And then if I'm still up to it later on, I'll come back, because I hate to hog it just a long ass video for you. But for me, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day or the next week, all this is to me is an MP4. I'm looking at this like a block of time, you know, like 3.5 hours. I know when I log in next time to stream you guys, it's going to be 3.5 hours. And usually 3 of those is good. If I go 4, we start to get into like this manic state to where like we're past tired, and now we're just like that state. We could party at the freestyle zone. So in a way, we are here all halfway. So, you know, as long as no one's knocking on my door, as long as no one's pissed off, you know, upstairs, which they ain't, you know, no one knows that I'm up again long. You know, I have no one complaining. I have nowhere to be. I have just been a responsible person. My probation, I graduated domestic violence classes and some other weird classes. No more of that, which feels great. I only have my monthly doctor visits, so I only leave this house once a month. I got people knocking at my door, and on my doorbell, you can push it or even just get close and it just starts recording. But there are like people who visit every day, try to get a hold of me, and they're selling something. Or there's like this one lady, I'm being nice here, but I think she's from a political stance and she wants to talk to me or just everyone on the block, because I noticed that she went to different houses. But me, I haven't been answering. And she's got like this air hose. It's got to be political. Like, who else? I mean, you could go door to door with an air hose on you when you should be at home in air conditioning, not trying to talk to strangers about Biden and his relationship with us, Americans, or about some Prop 69 to where it would be legal to put cameras in the public school systems so we can fire the teachers and watch out for these dudes. Let the community police, since all of our kids are there, if that's what you want to talk about, lady, sure, we could talk about that. That looks interesting. That looks like an interesting proposal, and I might go vote for cameras in the public school system, 8K. If that's where I'm going to put my public money, we're going to do 8K IP cams. And, while we're at it, let's give the kids an iPad so they also can watch their back as they're walking down the hall for their protection. And these days, if you ever have issues with law enforcement, all they want is video. So why are we not protecting our kids with the technology we already have? And then we could protect pedophile teachers undercover. I mean, the cameras can be on all day, every day, so we can see what janitor Joe does throughout his 8-hour shift. And if you know how many people would be watching that just for their sick own enjoyment, just flipping through. But you have to be like a parent to, I mean, it's public money, like we all pay taxes. So let's go to the school website and there'll be a button that says click cams or view cams, view school district cams, 24-hour stream. Yes. Download our app and get notified with custom active zones and face. Every time you see my child, notify me on, cam number 964. So your kid goes to another school, that school's gonna let you know. We turn it into China, baby. With their only in public schools, though. We can't do it in the streets. They already have it in the streets. If you're gonna do it in the public school systems. In like movie theaters, I want to watch all the people's faces, but I don't want to watch the movie. So I want to log into my local movie theaters a Friday night. I want to look at everyone's faces. We won't be able to hear audio or see. We'll just be able to see their face. Do your child really go to the movie theater? Well, we'll see. No, not me. I mean you. I could care less what you do. But that would make the community safer, right? As long as you're not on my door knocking with a clown suit on. Like that lady who wants to talk about political. She's just a crazy woman. She went to every one block. So I don't know if she took the bus, because there's a bus stop down there. She didn't stop by any of their houses. She just walked right down the street in like a 900-degree weather, wearing an air hose and an air pump, carrying a battery with like a fanny pack and like a snack pack. It's like, no, I ain't opening up my door for that. But if you ring the doorbell and then I view it and it's like some hot chick with some bags and be like, hey, Justin, I'm your biggest fan. Look, tit shot. Just so I know you ain't joking. You could be here to rob me. No robber's gonna show me their tits. Females. Nah, I don't want you guys. Bad news for me. Can't control myself. Then I have to be self-conscious. As long as you leave by 2 p.m., we good. And then you come back tomorrow at about like 1. All right. Otherwise, it'd be too much, like, can I go down in my own house studio and be loud at 1:13 p.m.? Am I allowed? Will I cause them to be pissed off? Like, oh my gosh, I hate being here because he just talks. And are you going to be one of those making me feel some type of way? So, I'd rather just chill here with the cats, as beautiful as your big titty jugs dancing over there on my 1-foot stage. As awesome as, you'd have 2 big titty chicks sitting on the side of me every day, motivating me in all types of ways to get music done, because they want to have a rap session, and they're serious about it too. Nah. They're like, oh, I got, my bros got one of those NPCs, and I know everything there is. I can teach you. Much better. Much better. If you came here with your bags and be like, I am an expert, Casper. That's why my panties got wet when I saw your 4K video, because I could zoom in. And I was like, yeah, I know everything there, and I'm super rich. I got unlimited credit cards because my grandpa was Ford. Henry Ford, man. Maybe so. That wouldn't be such a bad. My dad is the owner of Oracle. That could be a little scary, I don't know if I want your dad to be that dude. Or, how about my dad is Mark Zuckerberg. Oh yeah, I am wearing some nice. So when we're having sex, I'm holding your socks. They are, man. They're hospital socks. See how they're bent? They look like your feet. And girl, we're fucking. I just wanted you to picture what your legs would look like by my ears. Nah, to be all honest though, my headset was falling apart. And I did this a long time ago because the headsets I had hurt my head. So I put socks on it. And, you know, that grew a lot of attention. And even these days, I'm like, you know, what can I do to even up my image game? And, you know, it was by the grace of God if my headsets didn't fall apart. And I remember coming up with this bright idea to put socks. And then I remember looking at it and it looked like we're having sex, missionary sex. Especially when I'm funny and saying funny stuff and I'm super loopy and I look at that. You know, I'll be laughing for hours, but if you don't see that, you won't notice it. But now that I told you, that's all you're gonna see. You and your little booties getting it on. You gotta move the toe. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy played in the snow. This little piggy decided to F off. And this little piggy got stuck by my earlobe. We gotta reload the bowl. I got no screen, so I just suck it down here. It just gets sucked down, and then I wash it out with hot water. I used to buy expensive bongs, and then this one is nice. It's made out of silicone. You're used to this. You know, you could probably put a condom over this. Girl. I mean, there's nothing I could do. This is too small. I mean, it might here if that thing wasn't there. Nah, I mean, I couldn't do nothing with this, but you, girl, that'd be some exciting shit for you, I bet. Huh. All right, well, I want to get my comments going because I know people were talking and I just wish I was better at the whole comment thing. You know, like put it on my lap and not break my back.
Well, why ain't this working for me, man?
You guys want to watch me do that?
I feel like a ghost. Well, you're not a ghost.
I was trying to do Meet Me with all this fancy stuff way back when I didn't have a clue how to use a iPad.
You know, at least in Pal Talk, we can look at each other. But we only gotta look at one person here, and like, how long is too long before you turn creeper status? She's got 2,000 people watching her right now. Those numbers gotta be skewed, you know? 2 people in this room ain't saying shit.
Alright, this shouldn't take me long. You just gotta find the keyboard.
That's suspect, right? That shit's suspect. Sorry for the back feed.
Hi.
Dad should be waking up her friend in the background. Let's go find someone else. I'm probably that person, but I don't know. One day, alert and full of mistakes. Probably brought my, you know, oh, let's listen to her laugh again. That fake ass laugh, man.
I got USB powered
So why does it work here?
blower.
And then when
I want to
go
find like a
roast
vacuum
someone-
cleaner. But
That shit fucking fool, man.
I think we got a lot of power. I'm sure you could tell. Scares the crap out of my cat.
Was he chugging a Coca-Cola, which I'm jealous. And this girl's got 800 people watching her just laugh. Probably because she can't believe that she's showing her cleavage off to it, you know? She's orgasming in her panties right now. Oh shit, did I say all that? Maybe I'm just drunk, man. Yo, that's the booze talking. Alright, we can turn that up.
That's why you don't want me to say your thing's small.
Damn, talking about dick sizes.
Just like this.
She be messing with dinky dudes.
Just like that.
Dinky dudes.
Dude, are you still alive?
Yo, you gotta hang out with dongs. Yo, let's try this versus shit again. Hey, shit, that shit better work. Maybe it was just, you know, maybe just stupid. So first we gotta go live, right? Hello, hi, welcome. So we're going down there, yeah. We're going to get, you know, I'm almost not shy about this anymore. I think they screw up on purpose, so.
Too early, not too late. We are here. Just think. Just sitting on my ass anyway. so I can't do that and record. So I'll have to figure some other time to show you on TV. But I thought I was doing a few things. Alright, so let's move on to our... we got a new one here somewhere. Oh, that was our new one. Let me go back to our... So let me play some music here. Connect that back up. So you'll have to wait till I hook the HDMI up, because it's not gonna work like I want. So let me load up an older one here, because I think we've done a few. They could be all on this one. Let me see. Might have to run both their course. Doing everything on the big one now because I can see it. Alright, so we might be able to remake some of the ones we lost. I think there were some before it. For those drums. Now we're making some decent drums these days. Still got these 90s bullshit. Alright, so once we have our bass down, that's when we'll begin to make my mark. Let's figure out where. I like those choir ones. So we can change our key. Let's change it somewhat to my voice. Yeah. I could turn my auto-tune and match it. This is my native one. Yeah. I'm gonna jack it up. Yeah. And we're only like 8%. What? These ain't got my 808s. had them. You know, it said update. So let's go back and update this list. In a few days we will have this, all the keyboards, you know, so we can do melodies and more stuff. But at the moment, I was missing one piece, so we don't have this. But this is so close. Very, very, very close to getting up and running. So we're gonna update that play with some 808s. So here's alright, so we got some bass ones here. Let's play this, but turn them all off. What else can we add here? We'll just do one and make it easy. So it's a bit too loud, yeah. Flip in there.